was what?
It was like... What is that?
I don't know.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's installation video, we're secretly working on my wife's BMW X5. We are going to install the Armaspeed Carbon Fiber intake system for this B58. If you're unfamiliar with this engine, this is what's also in the Toyota Supra. My brother owned two of them. We have a lot of content surrounding those vehicles. I basically have the family SUV version of the Supra. So today, let's install this intake where we are going to have a really good sound for this vehicle. So I have everything laid out. I got a bunch of stickers. I have a key tag now from Armaspeed along with a hoodie, and it looks like I only need 3 tools in order to complete this project. So the first step in removing the factory intake box is to remove this upper strut bar. Now for this bolt up front here, this is a 6-sided bolt. Now I don't have the socket for that. I'm using a 10mm. I do have the correct star bit for the other bolts. So the 10mm is actually going to work for this project in order to remove this without stripping the bolt or doing anything like that. So we have the bolt up front, and then there's a bolt in the back, which is an 18mm. So I can go ahead and loosen this one as well. With the bolts out, I can remove the strut bar now. I'm going to keep it in this orientation off of camera, so that way I know which way it will go back in place. Now from here, it looks like we have one clamp where I can use either a flat head or a socket to loosen this band. And then there's also the mass airflow sensor just in front of that. So it looks like you just have to pinch this, and you might have to use a flat head. Some of these are a little tricky for your fingertips, but that looks like it just pops right out. And then from there, I can slowly wiggle this off just by pinching on the end of that. So since this has never been removed, I do need to break the seal holding the intake pipe on here. So I may just have to loosen this band a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take a flathead now and kind of go around as much of it as I can just to help break that seal. So we need a little bit of wiggle room. We do have a tab right here that I can use to get better access. And then there's also a secondary band on the other side. So this tubing has a Y split to it. So there's one band actually holding the intake box itself, and then I'm actually not exactly sure what this part is here. I've never seen that on any factory intake system before. So we have the same band that I just did for this side here. And with both of those loose, it looks like the entire intake box is kind of just sandwiched in these clamps here. So I should be able to pop them right out. And if I can work on wiggling them a little bit more, it looks like now I have that loose. There's also another bolt that I went ahead and removed too, just to make it a little bit easier. So now I can remove this section of the intake, whatever this part is, and that should allow me to better wiggle out the rest of this stock box. So it's still stuck on the box, the inlet tube in the bottom there. And then just by pulling on it and twisting it clockwise, this is the entire factory box. So now to move on to the installation of the new intake. We do have this massive heat shield here that we are going to use 2 of these posts underneath, and they're going to go into these factory orange rubber housings. One of them, this farthest one closest to the headlight, will not be used. So this is going to go in this orientation here, where the cutout for the intake is going to line up with this tube here, or the air filter for the intake. So we are going to wiggle this. It is a little pliable, so we can get it past that intake duct, that plastic one in the lower section, and we can also bend it slightly just to push it through the bodywork over here. So there is a cutout in this heat shield in order to slowly get it into place and line it up with all of these holes. So once I get this rubber plastic through, I get that through, that is going to be in place just like that. And then from there, we can take our reusable and cleanable air filter. I've already attached it to this intake pipe here. and secured the clamp on one end. So these are different size diameter holes, so that way you know which one goes to the air filter and which one goes back to the vehicle itself. And then there's also the 2 attachment points for the mass airflow sensor. So I do have to remove these 2 bolts here, and then I can pull it right out. And then there's only one way that this can go in. So it won't be installed the opposite way. It won't line up with those holes. Now with this Armaspeed intake, there's also provided hardware to attach this back on. And with the air filter, mass airflow sensor installed, we can put this back into the vehicle. So I'm going to go up underneath the hole here and then line it up through here and then back into this factory pipe. So it might just take a little bit of time to wiggle this in. And what's nice with this corrugated factory pipe, there's actually a tab right here where my thumb is, so you can pull that up, push the back of that pipe in, and then wiggle the front into place. So now I just need to tighten up this clamp here, just using a flathead again, making sure the intake pipe there is pushed in as far as possible. So that way there's no leaks, and then we can pop in the airflow sensor. So as we work on installing the 2 carbon fiber covers now, there's a few things that we need to do with this kit. So we have this washer that is going to get placed actually right here on this outermost bolt here. Because the cover is going to be raised slightly, this is going to help give us that spacer that we need. We also have this bracket here, which is going to go on the back hole. This is going to be 2 of our mounting points for that cover. And then we have this bracket here, which is going to get placed on the front bolt for the strut, because we have another connection point where we can bolt down that lid. So with those in place, we can line up the strut bar in the same position as we took it off, of course. And then I have the factory bolt up front that we will reuse along with the longer bolt in the back. Now, once I get these down to almost snug, I'll do some measurements just to make sure that these brackets are in the correct orientation, because of course they can slide left or right, they can go up and down. There's a little bit of play in both of them. So it's just going to be a few trial and errors of lining them up before I completely snug these 2 down to make sure those 2 or those 3 are in the right spot. And with all of the hardware installed, now we can put on this beautiful carbon fiber cover. So we have the 2 attachments in the back, we have the one up front here, and then we also have that 3rd bolt there. And so now with the passenger side complete, all I have to do is remove those 4 bolts in order to gain access to the air filter, to then clean it and gain access as needed. And then on the driver's side, we're going to do the same thing. We have a spacer washer there, we have this bracket for up front, and then for the rear bracket, I don't think I mentioned it for the other side, the flat portion is going to be on the back. So this rounded off portion is going to go towards the front of the vehicle. And then from here, I can get my loose fitment with the strut bar re-emplaced, and then using the factory hardware here. And with all of those nice and tight, again, it's really neat that Armaspeed provides you with this cover on this side so we can hide some of those components there and give it more of a symmetrical look. So from here, we just have to attach the same 4 bolts that we did on the passenger side, and this is going to be ready to go. So now that everything is completed, it really wasn't a hard project. It was a little time consuming just getting those bolts to line up underneath the carbon fiber. But once you figure out where the bracket has to go, from now on, it is going to be easy, especially on this side, to remove this cover and gain access to that air filter. So now with this Armaspeed carbon fiber air intake system for this B58 X5, let's get this out on the road. I'll do some sound comparisons with stock versus this, and then go over my opinions and thoughts with how this sounds for this X5. All right, so going over final thoughts now with this Arma-Speed carbon fiber intake. Pretty straightforward install. It took me about 2.5 hours. That's just with figuring out everything, of course. And on a camera, the mic is definitely going to pick it up, I think, a lot more. But under minor acceleration, I can just barely hear it. And I think part of the reason because the BMWs are so well insulated, but I can still hear it on an acceleration. So it's definitely cool, and combined with the M Sport exhaust, so that is factory for this specific X5, it definitely livens it up a good bit. So let's go to second gear here. You can hear more of the exhaust, of course, but when I let off is when you can hear the turbo and that intake just kind of make that psh sound, which is definitely neat, especially in a vehicle like this. So as far as this being something that is daily driver friendly, this is my wife's vehicle. She may not even hear that under normal driving and just the short trips that she does. So when I get behind the wheel and do some more performance style driving is when you really hear that intake come to life.
What was that?
What was what?
It was like... What is that?
I don't know.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Michael.
It's not even that loud.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like that. You don't hear that? The
Maybe a little bit. You never noticed that before?
That it didn't do that before.
I had some fun.
What did you do?
Got a new intake.
What's an intake?
Goes in the engine.
Why does it do the?
Because you can hear the turbo now.
What's a turbo?
The blow off release.
When did you do that?
Last week.
What was I doing?
Working. Doesn't it sound good? You've driven this car and you haven't even noticed it.
That's it. Well, I haven't driven it in sport mode.
It'll do it in any mode. You just have to drive like I do.
It does kind of sound cool. Well, is it like your truck that sounds like someone's sawing way off in the distance? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just more insulated in this because it's a BMW, not a Toyota. You can hear it louder in the truck because it's just not as well insulated as this.
Do it again. That was kind of funny. I can't believe it.
But you won't hear it under normal driving.
Okay, that's why I haven't.
Yeah, so you haven't noticed it at all.
That's funny. You're silly.
Well, there we go. There's the installation for the new intake for the X5. Is wife approved?
Yeah, I guess it's not that bad.
First
I'll take it.
First of many.
Well, he was supposed to be just like getting my reaction of how like quickly we pick up. I didn't know there was a whoosh gonna happen.
Yeah, we got the cool turbo noises now that you can hear.
If you enjoy it, honey.
Yeah, but it's wife approved and it's a cool new sound mod for the X5. Take a look at the link down in the description where you can get this for the LCI and the pre-LCI, so you can give your car a good look under the hood and a good sound too for some performance driving.
That is pretty cool.
So give it a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. We'll see you all in the next video.
Bye, guys.